Yo, what's up, guys? And welcome back to my channel. So, today we are making Meteo L-Drago, and as you can see, I've already arranged all the parts. I cut the metal parts with the saw, and then I just grind it up like this with these small metal files. And this is what took me a long time to make this Beyblade. It had so many designs, these small details. It took me a really long time to make all this. So I will try my best to show all the steps and the process which I followed to make Meteo El-Drago without making the video too long. So as you can see, I had to take my time to make all these details because I'm only using this file. So yeah, it did take me a lot of patience and a lot of work to get this all done and to get it right. And we were just about realigning all the postures step by step and making sure they all fit in right. So after filing and making sure the shape is right, I just use glue and glue them together. Alright, so before I glue in this next layer, I have to make sure that this is perfectly aligned and it fits with all the other parts, and just have to make sure it does not get imbalanced. So once I'm happy with all the alignment, I'll just use the super glue to glue this next part together. I left this part out because I still have to do some finishing work to it, so and it becomes easier for me to do it when it's separate. So once I glue in, I may not be able to do anything for it inside, so I'll leave it aside. So once I'm happy with all the alignment and all the filing, all the extra bits done, then I will glue it all together. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it aside so that it becomes completely dry, and in the meantime we can do the plastic layer, the rubber layer of the attack ring. So I'm just using paper and super glue to make it like a thick layer of paper. But when it becomes hard, it becomes just like plastic, maybe even better than plastic, because it becomes a bit flexible than plastic. So while that completely dries up, let's finish our fusion glue. So over here I'm giving it its final details for its jaws and its claws, so it looks more like Meteo El-Drago. And once it is all filled up and super glued, this is how it looks. It turned out pretty good if I do say so myself. Now, time to finish the plastic or the rubber attack ring. Let's see how am I gonna pull that off. So here's the paper layer, and first of all we'll start by cutting and giving it the right shape. So now that the shape is all done, let's drill a hole in the middle. Just look at how hard this paper has become. The hole should be just wide enough for the bolt to pass through. And then to just clean all the excess bits using this file and to make this hole just a lot smoother. Now we just make some more holes for the launcher or the launching mechanism. So I just drilled some holes where the launcher's prongs are gonna be in, and then I just connect all the holes and just align them all together. Now that the paper base of the attack ring is almost complete, we just need to make some cuts and give the slopes for the heads. Now that the slopes are done, you just need to check the fitting and the alignment just to make sure if the size is right. After that, we just add this layer of rubber. I'm using a silicone sheet just because it's more absorbent and soft enough to do the spin stealing. So let's see if that works. So I'm just gonna make the cut according to the shape and cover the whole top and bottom layer of this paper base. Let's see how that goes. So I start by making my markings for the launcher prongs to fit in. So the hole has to be just wide enough to have enough space for the launchers. It looks good enough, so I'm gonna go ahead with this one. The same thing I do with the outer markings, and cut them according to the shape. So I made all the other cuts with the silicone sheet, and now I'm just gonna just stick them all together. They come in with this built-in glue like a sticker, so you just peel off the paper layer and just stick it up. And then you just make sure that it's all completely aligned. Now here's the top part, and we'll just stick that right on top. They're almost the same thickness now, but hopefully mine will be better in spin stealing. Now let's peel these stickers off because we won't be needing that anymore. And there we go. Nice white clear L-Drago. And let's stick the horns. After sticking all the horns and all the silicone parts, let's just put it all together and see what else we need to do. You still have a bit of struggle to put it all together, but it looks good enough. So side by side comparison, you need to make it a lot more smoother and also make it balanced. And might also change the tape later. So let's cut all the excess bits first. Then we'll make it smooth using this file. After filing it into shape, it looks something like this. I'm gonna try super gluing these pieces of rubber band just because of its red designs, but I couldn't find any red rubber bands, so I used this orange rubber band, hoping it'll help with the spin steel. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so here we have Meteo L-Drago with orange rubber bands. I don't think these are gonna do well. They're already sticking out. The super glue isn't holding them right, and they're also gonna affect the aerodynamics, and it's also very unstable right now compared to the original. So somehow I'm gonna have to start all over again with to make it more aerodynamic, make it more stable, so that it can smoothly glide through the wind. I'll also have to make the Facebook flat. Also have to change the tip. So let's open it up and start the grind. Start over on this one again and need to make this smoother. So I'm gonna take this off and use another silicone sheet. Hopefully this time I'll make it fit right. And I'm gonna use this rubber from the files and make it into these red pieces of the rubber pieces, and here I've already added some metal dust to the tip. I just use super glue and this metal dust, and I'm just filing away all the excess bits to give it the right shape. So as you can see, I'm making a wide defense tip coated with all this metal powder. So maybe it can help with the friction and help it spin a lot more longer, and also help with the spin stealing. So here we have our metal coated wide defense tip for Meteo L-Drago. I did my best to make it smooth. So let's see how that goes. I've also super glued this metal washer. So that completes our spin track for Meteo L-Drago. I also made the faceplate flat. And here is our fusion wheel after all the grinding and filing, making it smooth enough and well balanced for our Meteo L-Drago. And here's the complete version of the energy ring, all covered up with rubber top and bottom for maximum spin stealing and performance. Now let's put it all together and see how it looks. Just make it nice and tight so it doesn't come apart, and looks good, spins good. Still needs a bit of fine tuning, but I'd say our Meteo L-Drago is now complete. Let's do some test battles and see how it performs. Let's start off with Twisted Tempo. So nothing happened on the first try. Meteo L-Drago didn't steal enough spin for the spinning. Let's try one more time. Hand spinning this time. So yeah, it does look like it can spin steel, but can it win? Let's see. Yeah, so still a bit of fine tuning left, but I'd say it can spin still. And it looks like it's a draw. Well, let's try launching. There I go. And looks like L-Drago won this round, so it can effectively spin steel and win. Now let's try against Pegasus. Let's go! So L-Drago is not just only spin stealing, but is also tanking all the attacks of Pegasus. And it wins. Now I really want L-Drago to spin even without launching it, or even by hand spinning it. So let's see if Pegasus can do it. And there we go. So Pegasus made L-Drago spin. So L-Drago can effectively steal the spin and spin on its own. So guys, let me know what you thought about today's video and also my handmade Meteo L-Drago.
I know there's still some fine tuning left, which I will be doing it, and you will see those upgrades on my next video. But for now, let me know in the comments what you thought about L-Drago, and if you want me to make another Beyblade. I'll see you all in my next videos. Until then, peace, take care, and see you next time.